Hello everyone and welcome to Crawley College's presentation for 2020-2021 academic year students. My name is Rachel King. I am the School and Community Liaison Officer here at Crawley College, and I am just going to let you know some of the options we have available for you here. So I just wanted to start off by letting you know that the CCG group has been awarded Ofsted Outstanding in all areas, which is absolutely fantastic. We are so proud. So for those of you that don't know, CCG stands for Chichester College Group, and that includes Chichester College, Crawley College, Worthing College, Brunsbury College, and this September we have also opened up Haywards Heath College. So some of the options that we can offer you here at Crawley College are the vocational courses. So they're your really practical, hands-on courses with a little bit of theory involved as well. We can also offer you apprenticeships and T-levels. So I'll talk through all of these options as we go along. So why would you want to come to Crawley College? Well, like I said, we're an outstanding college. The Chichester College Group is #1 for full-time student achievement and apprenticeships in Sussex. We have a range of vocational courses. We'll have a personalised study programme for you. You'll see that you get a lot more independence here than you may do, for example, at school. And we will provide you with a lot of support. Okay, so we've got student support within the student union, financial support, and you also have support from student tutors. The other thing is that the staff here are incredible. They're friendly, they're knowledgeable, and they are so helpful. They also treat you with respect, which is what you want when you go off and you're considering a college. So I'm going to start off by just talking about maths and English. So this is really important. I know that probably your teachers have mentioned this to you a few times, but please listen to them, because no matter what option you go for, whether you choose to do A-levels at another college, whether you choose to do our vocationals, apprenticeships, T-levels, any options, they will ask for an entry requirement for your maths and English. So what you need to do is each different course will have a different entry requirement. So you need to go away and do that research for yourself on the website and have a little look at what grades you need to get. If you find that you're struggling and that you may not achieve the grades that you need, please ask one of your teachers. They are there to help you. So please use this time, okay, to get the grades that you need. So we're going to move on to our vocational courses. So you can see that we do offer quite a range of different courses here. Depending on what GCSE grades you get will depend on what level you'll start at. So we do have entry level 1s, so you've got level 2s, level 3s, and if you're someone that maybe wants to continue to do a diploma, depending on what course you want, you may be able to stay with us and do that as well. So some of our practical courses that have been around for quite a while and they're quite popular are our creative media, IT, hair and beauty, business, early years and childcare and health and social care, hospitality, building services and construction. So within that you've got your plumbing, brickwork, carpentry and joinery, engineering and welding, and travel and tourism and cabin crew, and also our motor vehicle, which also includes motorsports. Some of our courses that were new to last year that have done so well this year are your art and design, your performing arts, and your public services. So they are some of our newish courses that we have. So these are really, really practical hands-on courses. You're not going to be sitting in the classroom all day. You're going to be in the workshop, hands-on in the salon. You're going to be hands-on maybe in a placement for early years or health and social care. Engineering or aeronautical engineering, you could be in the department where we have the small private planes, working on the engines, getting to grips with them. And motor vehicle, we've got some workshops as well. Of course, mixed in with that, you will have your theory work. So there will be theory and written work involved. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So to go along with these practical courses, like I said before, you need some practical workshops. So if you are someone that maybe wants to go in and do hospitality, maybe you want to become a chef, maybe you want to be front of house, then you would be in our 58 restaurant or our production kitchen. Now the 58 restaurant is open to students, it's open to staff members, and it's also open to the public. So if anyone wants to come in and grab a coffee or a sandwich or have a sit down lunch, then they can do so. So this is a really great learning experience for you. It's really practical, it's really hands-on. It's somewhere where you're going to learn those skills almost on the job. If you are someone that wants to go into your motor vehicle, your construction services, your engineering, again, we have classrooms for that. So for motor vehicle, we almost have 3 classrooms. Within those classrooms, we actually have cars in them. So you'll be working on getting out the engines, you'll be working on fixing cars, looking at MOTs. So again, really practical, really hands-on. Now, if you're someone that wants to go into the hair and beauty industry, we have the hair salon, which again is open to public, staff members and students. We've got really great prices. It's really good learning for you. The room is set up like an actual salon, so it makes you really feel that you're getting that experience in a real work industry. And again, the same applies for beauty. You go up another level within the college and you've got the beauty rooms for your manicures, pedicures, eyelashes, eyebrows. So you'll be supported by really experienced and great staff members who will guide you through it. So to go along with the practical workshops and of course the theory work, you're going to need some more facilities. So if you're someone who is going into engineering, you will be in the ATC, which stands for the Advanced Technology Centre. This is where we have the different areas for depending on which area of engineering you're going to, whether it might be aeronautical or manufacturing or electrical. We've also got rooms in there with computers in, so you don't have to come all the way over to the other buildings. You can just stay in that one building to do your theory and your practical. Now, if you're someone that wants to go in and do media, IT, music, you will be in the IT Academy in Longley 2. This is where we've got all the great technology, your green screens, your cameras, we've got the computers for coding. So it's a really great place to be. And of course, again, we have all the computer rooms in there for you to do your theory. We also have somewhere called the Hush, which is a room within our middle block, and it's just filled up with computers. It's just to use in your own time, just to get on with some coursework and some theory work, like during your break if you need to, or even during the half terms. We've also got the Fujitsu suite, which is sponsored by the company Fujitsu, and it's a great room, really spacious, and it's got great technology in there. So you may be in there occasionally to do some of your theory work within classes. We also have our state-of-the-art STEM facility, which is currently being built now. It's quite amazing to see how it's going and how it's being built. It should be done within February. So if you're someone that's interested in science, technology, engineering, maths, then you may be in this building. So just keep an eye on our website and our social media and see how that's coming along, because it will be great for you to come along and have a little look and just kind of see what it's going to be like and if you might be in this building. So we're going to move on to apprenticeship now. Hopefully some of you have done a little bit of research on apprenticeships or know a little bit about it, but I'll just cover the basics here. So basically it's somewhere where you would get paid to work and study. You'll earn a minimum of £4.15 per hour and work your way up. At the moment, that minimum wage has just increased, which is great for young people. You'll get 28 days paid holiday, and some places will offer sick pay. So you will learn those professional skills on the job, and how it works out is 80% of your time will be spent in the workplace, so quite a big chunk of your time. And the remaining 20% will be doing theory work. So the theory work will actually be 1 day a week, either you in the college, or it could actually work out that maybe an assessor will come into your workplace and do some observations. So at the end of it, you're going to gain a recognised qualification and hopefully become one step closer to your dream job. Okay, so who can become an apprentice? It's pretty easy. As long as you're 16 or over by the summer holidays, so once you finish, or maybe during your year 11, you'll be 16. Living in England, not in full-time education. So this is, this is your option. This is the option that you would choose. And you have to be hardworking, motivated, and determined. So the employer wants to see these 3 factors in you. So how do you apply for an apprenticeship? So you can go onto the Gov website. You can also go onto the Crawley College apprenticeship website and just have a little look at some of the vacancies that are on there. So what you need to do is put in a keyword. So if you've got a subject area that you're interested in, let's say, for example, engineering, put that in as your keyword and set your mileage to not too far, because you've got to remember that you might be getting your public transport there. And then have a little look for the best vacancy that suits you. You can apply to multiple, that's absolutely fine. But also just make sure that you read through all of the requirements. So what you'll need to do, because it is a job, you will need to create a CV. And on your CV, you will put your predicted grades on there. You'll also put things on there such as information about you, hobbies, and maybe just why you think this job would suit you. So once you've done that, you're going to complete and submit your application and you will go for an interview with that employer. So the different types of apprenticeships we offer, you can see that we've got quite a range here. Again, you've got things like education and childcare, hair and beauty, health and science. We've also got things like sales, marketing, transport, care services, catering, construction. So there's lots on offer. Just make sure you have a little look on all of the Gov websites and our websites at the different levels and the different vacancies that are available. So I just thought I'd put this on just as an example of what you could be making per week if you went on to do an apprenticeship. It really does depend on what area you go on to, which company you go on to as well. Some people may offer the minimum wage, some people may offer a little bit more. So it really does just depend. Go away and just do some of that research. So what are your next steps for apprenticeships? Have a look on our website, come to one of our open events. They may be virtual. I'll put the dates on at the end of this presentation. Look out for some apprenticeship events as well. They may be virtual again. So narrow down what subject choice you want to go into. So do you want to go into engineering? Do you want to go into hospitality? Have a good think about what you think you might want to do. Apply online. If you do struggle to find that job, then what you can do is you can email apprenticeships@crawley.ac.uk and we will try and give you a little bit of support, try and see if we've got any vacancies and help you out a bit. So after that, you're going to go for an interview and you're going to start your apprenticeship. So pretty easy peasy. Right, we're going to talk about T-levels now. So T-levels were launched just September gone, okay, so just for the year 11s that have just gone now. So it's still quite new, all right, but I'll talk through some of it now with you. So what are they? They're a 2-year technical qualification, okay? So they have actually been designed with employers. So they've kind of worked together and they've come up with T-levels to give you that experience. So how it works out is a big chunk of your time, 80%, is spent doing theory, and 20% will be practical learning in an industry placement. Now that works out about 315 hours, which is about 45 days, okay? So that's how long you'd be spending in that industry placement, getting that real knowledge and skills with a team. So they are going to follow on from your GCSEs, and they will be equivalent to 3 A-levels, which is amazing. So how long does it take to complete? So it's a 2-year course, and because there's quite a lot of theory involved, and obviously you've got your industry placement as well, there will be 5 days a week in college. So where can you study these? You can study them at the Chichester College group. So Crawley is one of them. Chichester College is also offering them. Please feel free to go on the Gov website and just have a little look at any other colleges that may be offering them. If you have some questions and maybe you want to ask us a little bit more about it, please feel free just to email us at tlevels@crawley.ac.uk and we'll answer any of your questions. Okay, so they're available from September just gone, but from this September 2021, so if you're in Year 11 now, this applies to you, they've actually added more courses. So you've got your digital courses, your construction courses, your education, and also health and sciences. So it's quite new. They've added in quite a few. As the years go on, they will add in some more, okay? So what you would do is you just choose one of these subjects, okay? So for example, you would just choose digital production, design and development. This would take you 2 years to complete. After those 2 years, that one subject will be equivalent to 3 A-levels, which is pretty good. So the entry requirements, like any other course, it really does depend on what area you go into. However, you need to have achieved a minimum grade 4 in English and maths. Okay, so how are you going to be assessed? There will be an overall grade of a pass, merit, or distinction, or even a distinction star. So it really just depends on what you get as an overall throughout the 2 years. However, they will break that down and there will be different areas and different elements of the grades. Okay, so what's going to happen in terms of placements? So at the college, we actually have someone here who is in charge of being engaged with all of the employers and making sure that you have an employer to go to. So the funding is for 16 to 19-year-olds. There is also a transition year available. So if you're a student that's maybe, I really want to go into T-levels, but I'm just not quite ready for it, you can do a pre-transition year, which would be 1 year. So it means that you could do this transition year and you would also be funded for the following 2 years. You'll kind of work on more maths and English skills, work prep. You'll also work on your ACEs, which stands for Attitude, Choices, Employability and Skills. And it's basically just a year where you can just get into it slowly before you start with all the theory work in the following 2 years. So what can you do after you complete T-levels? So you can go into employment, you could do a higher or degree level apprenticeship, or you could go to high level study, including university. So it really just does depend on you as an individual. Okay, so if you're someone that is already thinking about higher education, maybe you're thinking about, right, what am I going to do after my level 3? Crawley College actually offers HNCs, HNDs, foundation degrees. So if that's something you want to do, you can stay at home, do a university degree, get a part-time job and work your way up. So that is just one option available that you can consider for the future. So as mentioned at the start, we really do support you throughout. So if you need any financial support, maybe if you're someone that's going into a construction and you need to get work boots or equipment, then this is something that we can support you with if you're eligible. We've got great careers advisors, so if you need any help with writing CVs, you can go to them in our Progression Plus Centre. We've also got additional learning support, so if you need that extra support within the classroom, you may be eligible for that again. We also have reviews and parents and carers evenings. So if there's any issues at all that maybe you do want to discuss with your parents and carers and the teachers, that would be the time to do so. We're also really big on equality and diversity, and you'll see that throughout the college. So just remember that as well. We do want you to be you when you come to college. There's no uniform. If you want to turn up with pink hair or you want to have your nails done or anything at all, we basically don't want you to change. Just come to the college as yourself. Okay, so ACEs. So this stands for Attitude, Choices, Employability and Skills. So you will be appointed a student tutor where you'll have 4 mandatory one-to-ones with them. Works out about once every half term. However, they do have an open door policy. They're almost like your go-to person. But if you're running late, You can send them a message or you can give them a call and they can pass it on to a teacher. If you need them to look through any work or you have any concerns, this is the person you would go for. So these people also run the ACES sessions. So you'll have one session per week and this will be as a class, and it will last about 45 minutes. These classes will be on subjects that we really want you to talk about, such as equality and diversity or democracy or politics, anything at all that we feel like maybe even you want to talk about. You can suggest something. Your student tutors will run these sessions just to support you through it. Okay, so our student union. So if you are someone that wants to become part of our student union, then you can apply to be part of our student executive. There will be a vote taken place where you'll be appointed a position. So the student union is run by students and it is for students. They run clubs and societies, social events, charities. They run the freshers events at the beginning of college. They organise themed weeks and they also do college courses and trips. Okay, so what are your next steps? So you need to have a little look online or speak to your school's careers advisor about maybe what you want to go into if you're not quite sure, or if you really are sure and you just want a bit of advice about what level to go on to. Have a little look. Attend one of our open mornings, which at the moment, due to COVID-19, may be online. So what we'll do is we'll put it on the website, our social media, and I'll also send it to your school. So we normally run a taster day in July, but we'll keep you up to date with these because again, due to COVID, we may not be able to run them. You need to make your subject choice. It's quite hard to do so, but you do need to narrow it down. Apply online through our website. You'll go for an interview and a welcome evening, or again, this may be a telephone interview or a virtual welcome evening, and then you will enroll in September 2021. So these are some of our open events. Like I've said before, they may be virtual, but we will keep you up to date with these. So thank you everyone. I'm going to leave my contact details up here. My direct number is there and also my email. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me yourself, or if you want to pass some questions on to your teacher or careers advisor, please feel free to do that as well. Thank you everyone. Take care.